We have a very special guest in our studio here, Roberto Rodriguez, in from the United States to broadcast to our Spanish-speaking audience back in the States. Roberto, welcome to Royal Randwick.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you for having me. It has been an unbelievable experience, and I can't wait for what's going to happen today.
You've been here all week?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. I got here Tuesday.
Yeah.
And, right off the gate, meetings, went to the post-draw, which is kind of, I would say, different.
Yeah.
And
the circus.
I love it.
Yeah.
and he has been great. He has been an amazing week. Great people to be around, a lot of help, a lot of expectations for what is going to happen.
Yep.
And I'm so excited to be here.
How does the build-up compare to like your overseas races?
Say it again?
The build-up, how does it compare to like where you're from?
Well, when you have an event like this, and sometimes it's kind of hard to compare because you've been not fair with it. But when I haven't seen everything that I haven't seen this week, how everything is building, I would say we probably can have a couple events in U.S. like the Kentucky Derby, like the Breeders' Cup. Because this is like a top notch. It gets you excited as soon as the time gets shorter. So
I've been to 3 Kentucky Derbies, and I agree with you. I think it's the only way you can compare the build-up in this city compared to the build-up to the Kentucky Derby. Yep. How many people will be watching you today, tuning in to hear your commentary? You won't be calling the race, but you'll be talking about the whole day.
Thankfully, I won't be calling the race. That's dependent. The only thing is the time change. It's not the same amount of people that you're watching at nighttime, the daytime. But I think thousands of people, they're going to be, tuned up. We are very excited for this. Last year, we did really, really good. And it will be available. That's the most important thing. It will be available, the daily racing form. Okay. And everybody who knows racing knows what the daily racing form means in America.
It's the Bible of racing.
Exactly. And that's the company that I'll probably represent, and we are very excited. And I think it's going to be a lot of people watching tonight's show.
Yes. I watched Dan Illman and Mike Beer do their previews on DRF, and I'm fascinated by the jockeys in America, the Hispanic jockeys. The Irad and Jose Ortiz, the brothers, Luis Saez, Junior Alvarado, Manny Franco, Johnny Velasquez. I think the reason why it's so popular with the Hispanic audience is because the best jockeys in America are one of them.
Yeah. And I will say it's not only in America. I will say they are considered the best jockeys in the world.
Yeah. And
I have a really good conversation with Joel Rosario and Junior Alvarado, for example. And I'm not putting them on the spot right here, hey, you told me that. Yeah. So they are willing to come here.
Really?
Yeah. They show interest. They say, if we have the opportunities, if we have the invitation, and obviously it has to be some kind of arrangement.
Yeah.
They're willing to come. Even Tyler Gaffalion also.
Yes.
He showed me when I spoke with him, I said, hey, do you ever like the idea to go to ride in the Everest?
Yeah.
I say, I would love to go there. So
I reckon we were very close one year when Golden Pal was the top sprinter in America. Wesley Ward, the great turf training maestro of young horses in particular, but this sprinter, Golden Pal. And I thought that year we might get my favourite jockey, Irad Ortiz, to Australia. And I was praying for that to happen, but maybe one day.
Yeah, they decided to go. I remember, I think they went to Ascot, then they had that terrible start.
Yep.
And I think for this year we have a horse like Coburn, which is right by Irad Ortiz.
Okay.
Stephen asked me, I think his horse is the perfect fit for this race.
Yep.
I understand it's the Breeders' Cup. I understand that, you have to be as a stallion. But what better to bring it here?
For $20 million.
This is $20 million. This is a worldwide event.
Yeah.
I think it's one of the top events in the world, the richest race on turf in the world. Why not to bring a horse here?
I think it's very interesting too, the US Jockey Club, have now officially ratified in their mind that it is a Grade 1, the Everest. Well, there's a lot of talk and confusion over this Grade 1 status today, Grade 1 in your language, Group 1 in ours.
Yeah,
but the US Jockey Club, Ray Thomas in the Daily Telegraph yesterday wrote a story, as far as the US are concerned, they're marking it down as a Grade 1. So I think that might entice an American sprinter to come here one day.
But we've also got one of our own, Rachel King, going over there to compete in one of the
Yes.
the races.
Yeah.
So
I mean, she's going to be here today, and then she's going to be riding on a British Cup. Why we don't do the opposite? And actually, the calendar is also important because this race fit perfect on the U.S. calendar because it's nothing major going on right now.
No.
There is no big race this weekend happening in U.S.
Yeah.
So why not to take a shot? Why not to bring jockeys? Why not to even some other horses get it by invitation? I don't know. I think I see that in the near future that is going to happen.
And I find your jockeys are becoming more and more adaptable. It's not you have to be good on turf. It's not just about dirt racing now. The turf racing is really picking up a level. Don't you agree?
I totally agree. I'm a turf racing fan.
Right.
On top of dirt, I prefer turf. But that's personal.
Yeah.
But I think it's worldwide. You see the last year top horses, Equinox, for example. There is one super horse on turf.
Yes.
And we have so many good horses going across U.S. and Europe. I think turf racing, they will get the respect that they deserve.
Yeah. How are you going to explain to your listeners today about the field, about the quality of this lineup, about to race in the Tab Everest?
It has been a kind of, I would say, the last 3 weeks that we have been, because it's a new audience and pretty much everything, even this audience that is still learning about North America racing. And I have I have to give to my team because it doesn't take only one person. There is a team behind me. And we have been provided all the content possible about the horses, trainers, track dimensions, how is this going to play out, the quality of the race and the previous races for each horse.
Yeah.
And I think what we did last year, we did a remote, and I think it at least starts something.
Yeah.
And this year, the people got more knowledge about the event, and I think it's a lot of excitement about this.
How do the American audience cope without the speed figures, the buyer speed figures? Because you live and die by the buyer speed figures in America, and we don't have that here.
Hey, you put me in a good spot here. Well, it is depend how you to read that.
Yep.
I'm the kind of person that, to me, the speed figure are important, but there is not everything. I think there is more. I would see is the horse itself, quality, the recent form, who's been facing, and I think it's to provide that kind of content without relaying the speed figure.
Yes.
I think they give you, even as a player, the people who's betting, I think they give you another angle that you can go with, and not only the speed figure.
Yes, because there's a lot of trip handicappers in America. It's not always.
I love to watch
figures.
videos. I love to watch replays.
Yeah.
This is what has been preparing for this, for this event, which is, I had changed my mind like 5 times this week already, trying to figure out who's going to win the Everest.
Yeah. So who do you like?
Oh man, I like Growing Empire.
Yeah, Growing Empire.
I think it's I've been watching the videos and the last 4 race, one has been better than the prior. And that's what you're looking for in a horse that come to the main race in the best shape possible.
Later in the day, we'll see Pride of Jenny.
Yeah.
What do Americans know about our great mare?
Please don't hate me. I love Pride of Jenny, all right? And after last year, I think it's every fan who watched that race fall in love with her.
Yeah.
Especially my team. We are, pretty huge fan of Pride of Jenny.
Okay.
But I don't like her today.
You don't like her today?
Sorry. I wanted to win.
Why don't you like her? What for the reason?
It's going to be like, she's up front. She's going to be up front.
Yeah.
If you go with her, probably you're going to, pay your price.
Yeah.
So it's Fangirl right there. She's the one who's going to be coming from behind.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It's going to be tough. And I think if Fangirl has also trainer for that, I don't, I like more value. I'll try to get value.
Okay, well, you're not getting a great deal of value about Fangirl now because now they're starting to bet on Fangirl.
And now after listening to this, they're going to bet more.
And just on Pride of Jenny, you showed Bob Baffert and Junior Alvarado. You personally spoke with Junior Alvarado to show them the video of Pride of Jenny. What did they think about that Queen Elizabeth?
Well, one of the things is, I will resume everything in one word. He said, wow. Because they say, how come, if I'm a rider, first, I don't want to be like too far up front, unless I'm, like I told you before, I'm the rabbit of the race. That happens, in every, in horse racing. And then one thing that he told me is, when they turn from home, he say, if I'm the jockey, I'm going to ask her right now. Yeah. Because whatever she gave me, she already gave it to me. Yeah. She's not going to give me more later on. Yeah. And he was really impressed as a rider. I would say it is the rider dream to have a horse with that capacity to go so fast for so long. Yeah. And that type of race.
Yeah. And you'll be covering all races today? You'll be watching every race?
All races.
On DRF?
On DRF in Español. We have our website platform, which is drfenespanol.com, and our YouTube channel. It is worldwide. It's free to watch. Enjoy, and tune in. We are very excited for the team is ready. And I have the guy who called Pride of Jenny race last. Yes. He's going to be this year.
He's going to call.
He's David Merida. He's He's very popular here.
So his call of Pride of Jenny became quite famous.
Yeah. And the last 200, 300 meters, I mean, I still watching that race, to be honest with you, like at least once a month.
Yeah. Is that right?
Yeah. I just watch it because I want to have fun. I love this sport. So
well, we love having you here. It's been great meeting you. We're actually going to our next item on our rundown is a visit to Pride of Jenny at her stables. So if you wouldn't mind,
no, absolutely,
in your native tongue, could you throw to the package?
So we're going to
see Pride of Jenny at her stables.
Okay. Damas y caballeros, Roberto Rodríguez, el Daily Racing Form. Vamos a disfrutar ahora de la sensacional Pride of Jenny en su establo.